We should be live. Happy New Year's, folks. It is Thursday, January 2nd. It is 3:57 p.m. and about 0 degrees Celsius. And I'm here chilling in a ravine. Just putting my gloves on. See, Vivian Johnson's here, Canada. Jay Edwards, Skywalking, Yahia, Gabriella, I Like to Walk, Diva Tequila, Eva, Wendy, Harjat, Daniel, Martin Waite, Lele, Crikey, Michelle number 1, Martin Kelly, Daniel Barry, Vivian Johnson. I don't know how much of me you can see, but Happy New Year. There I am, or at least my lower extremities are on camera. So I've got I'm talking in your left ear only. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can fix that. I'm using a slightly different audio setup. Let's see if I can get myself to come out of both. How is that? Did that fix it? Let's see. I don't know if that fixed it or not. Can you hear me out of both ears now? Fiddling with the audio. How is that? Did that fix it? Canada says still the same. Nope, nope. All right, let's try one more thing here. I don't know if that fixed it or not. Can you hear me out of both ears now? Oh well. It was good, now back to left ear only, says Brian. Fiddling with the audio. All right, this is my last chance. Let me know. Can you hear it in both? Oh, no, it says... Canada says still the same. Nope, nope. All right, let's try one more thing here. How the hell do I change this thing into... Okay, we're gonna abandon this idea. All right, my last chance. Let me know. Can you hear it in both? Oh no, it says. I will figure that out another day. We're gonna get up and get moving in a second. I thought I would try using the Rode Wireless Pro for this one, but I've only got one receiver with me, and I don't know how on the fly to put it into 2-channel mode, so it's just going in 1 channel. That's a bit of a weird design on their part. You'd think if only one receiver was hooked up, it would default to stereo, but oh well. All right, we've been here for a while. I'm going to get the get my gloves on. We're gonna get moving. You'll also notice if you check out your resolution options, this one should be available up to 1440p. I'd recommend doing that if you have a display that is greater than 1080p, so a 1440p monitor, or a lot of smartphones or smart TV users might want to bump up the quality there. I've got a slightly higher bit rate as well, but I just finished up recording a video here through the Cedar Vale Ravine. I thought we'd kick off the regular videos for the year with a nature themed walk. After that audio tomfoolery. Jennifer Gallus says, super love high resolution. Well, the problem with live streaming is it's not really optimized for picture quality. So even if you see like a really high quality live stream, as soon as the person will start moving around, the picture won't look nearly as good as a pre-recorded video, but that doesn't mean it's not worth trying and trying to squeeze a bit more picture quality out of it. But this is where St. Clair West Station is and the Cedar Vale Ravine. Cam says, John Foolery. Speaking of tomfoolery, unfortunately there's going to be a bit of wind noise. I apologize for that, as I don't have an external mic hooked up anymore. Oh boy. I'm going to make a left on Bathurst, so hopefully this wind goes away. D Boutique, a member for 33 months. Hello and Happy New Year, Johnny, mods, and chat. Hello to you, fine sir. Thank you so much for 33 months of channel membership, and Happy New Year to you as well. I was saying, speaking of tomfoolery, the video I posted today featured a fair bit of that. It was definitely not my usual video. It's been fun reading the comments on that. The truth is, I made that video for the Johnny Stumbles channel, but decided yesterday I didn't want to go out and make any content. So I unleashed it on the main channel as today's video. And I'm glad it's been somewhat well received, but I don't have anything else like that in the pipeline. But I'm going to try to do some more like out of the box one-off videos every now and then, maybe once a month or so. Jennifer Gallus says, love today's video. It was fun. Thank you. Glad you liked it. As we approach Bathurst Street, Carl Roth says we can hear the wind. It's brutal. Yeah, sadly no wind muff today on the camera or the microphone, but fortunately this camera has decent wind canceling. Hey, there's the building where my grandparents used to live. In the early 90s, we would drive here from Mississauga and often pay a visit, me, my mom, and my brother, while my dad worked. It's kind of just something we did on Sunday afternoons, at least when it wasn't baseball season. And we'd often park right in this area. So I'm fairly familiar with this area. as we go south down Bathurst Street. Jay Edwards says, this is for fireworks, Johnny. You watched the video I did in New Year's. They went all out. It was a very long fireworks display. And I think it was pretty good. There were some comments saying that it wasn't the best. We're not trying to be Sydney or Taipei. For what it was, I thought the fireworks were good. We certainly got our money's worth. Barry D says, one of these days I'd like to walk with you before you go to the Barbados. Are you guys seeing etches in the video playback, or is that just me? I'm curious if you're seeing that as well. Maybe I got a little too ambitious with the bit rates that we're working with. Nick, 784 by birth, thank you so much for the $3.99. That is much appreciated, Nick. Thank you. Longest fireworks show you've ever seen, witnessed through my feed. Yeah, I thought it was long. All right, let's see if the glitches clear up. If they don't, I can always try to lower the bit rate and see if that fixes things. I did. let's try this. Let's see if this works. Thank you for bearing with me. That may or may not have fixed it, but what I did was I reconnected my camera. I tested it in my home for about 5 minutes, thinking that maybe that'll work. And it looked really, really good, but this camera isn't supposed to go that high in terms of the bitrate. I thought I'll try something much higher just for the sake of getting better quality, but that may have been the reason why it was all choppy. Oh well. If it gets choppy again, I'm just going to throw this camera in the garbage and call it a day. Oh, the joys of being me. First live stream of 2025. I'm just screwing it up in every way possible. Michael Mills says much better. Let's see how long it will stay much better for, but hopefully for a while. Thank you for bearing with me, and I see my technical difficulties screen needs to be re-rendered in 1440p, or I could just simply do a fit to screen in OBS. That's why it looked like it didn't take up the whole screen. You think I would just find something that worked live streaming and stick to it, instead of constantly be fiddling. That's kind of how I am. I always want to make things better and try new things, often to my detriment. Stewie, $5. You're a true techie, Johnny. Yeah, but I'm using you all as my guinea pigs, but thank you so much for the $5, Stewie. Jennifer, I think that is for downloaded streams. I'm not sure if that has to do with the upstreams. So the picture quality should have taken a bit of a hit if you're looking at on a really big screen, but it seems that that may have been the key. Neil, member for 43 months, been around for a while. Happy belated New Year, Neil Haslam. Thank you so much for 43 months of membership. I'm very glad that you've been around a while. Thank you again. As we go south down Bathurst, I'm not really sure where, just heading south towards downtown. Fortunately, it's not as windy as it was earlier. Falcom Scott is here. Greetings, Falcom. Michael Mills says a good image. Well, I'm glad it still looks good.
I did, but
happy Hanukkah. Makes me want to listen to that Adam Sandler song, but look at that. All the candles are lit, or light bulbs in that case. Cookie Monstrosities, $2.49. Thank you so much, channel member Cookie Monstrosities, for the $2.49. Cheers and Happy New Year to you. And thanks to all 385 of you for tuning in and watching. It's definitely appreciated. It's not the 14,000 we had at one point on New Year's Eve. That was kind of nuts. That was the second most number of viewers we've had live at one time ever on the channel. And it was my second most viewed live stream ever on the channel. Callie watching from South Africa. Evan says today feels more like fall than winter. I wouldn't disagree with you. Lisa says hi. As we make the trek south down Bathurst. Paul Blunt, tell your friend Veronica it's time you celebrate Hanukkah. Oh, I know how I was supposed to sing that. It's a line from Adam Sandler's song. Thank you, Paul Blunt, for the very nice amount of $6.99. Thank you very much. Tim H 999, have a great 2025. Looking forward to more great live streams. Tim H, I hope you have a great 2025 as well. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know why I said it that way. So how did I spend my January 1st? I did not leave my apartment. I came home after the live stream and I didn't leave my front door until I set out to make a video just before this stream. And I've got my backpack on me. I'm going to try to edit that video while on the go. As we cross Davenport Road, past Loma, just over to the east. That healthcare supply store has been there for as long as I can remember. And on the right is the TTC Hillcrest facility. That's where they put new liveries on a lot of the vehicles. A lot of repair and maintenance work is done there as well. Carl Roth says 78 more days till spring. Seems like quite a while. Africa Tech says your day in the life video was good. Thank you. I was a little nervous publishing that to this channel. I'm glad it's been well received. But I don't think I'll do another one like that, but I'll do outside of the box videos every once in a while. They're fun to mix it up and do something different. Last month I did the one on the bike lanes. Mike Landry is here. Happy New Year to you, sir. There's a look into TTC Hillcrest. WRX Matt says, love seeing new ideas for content every now and then. Well, the idea behind the second channel, Johnny Stumbles, was that would be kind of a place where I could just throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks, or have some fun with it, but I don't know. That video took me forever to edit. Felt like it didn't really matter where I uploaded it. Julie says, I enjoyed it. I have to admit I laughed when you nearly died while exercising. Yeah, that bear hold kills me. That's where you get on all fours, but you keep your knees off the ground an inch. I do that with the weighted vest after I've done a whole bunch of shoulder and arm exercises. So my upper body is just destroyed. Then I have to put all my weight on my shoulders and core like that. And I'm always making it heavier, either increasing the weight or making it longer. As soon as it's easy or doesn't feel hard, you're not actually exercising. So that's a daily occurrence. This is DuPont Street coming up. Yeah, Howard, I saw that. I think they ought to use a concrete pole to keep that camera up. I wonder if the company that replaces them is in cahoots, or even the ones behind taking it down. That's a nice little grift that they have. Take down the speed camera. All right, why yield? And then they get paid to put it back up again. Oddity in Canada says hello, chat. Hello to you. Thank you, Carl. York Region Paramedics Ambulance. Maybe they're doing a patient transfer to Toronto General, which is south of here. Haunting Life says, any snow this weekend? It beats me. There were flurries this morning. Lisa digs the stretch. It's an interesting stretch. You have a lot of retail coming up on the east or the west side, but mostly housing on the east side. Bathurst itself is kind of an oddball all the way down. It's just a hodgepodge of houses, small apartments, retail. Yeah, there's something very Toronto about it. Stewie says CP24 cam company gets paid a flat rate. Well, I'm sure the actual contractors who run out to put up the new cameras get paid. Maybe they're the ones taking it down. Gordo X. What is that? Station Hotel. Micro Zoomies. It's an interesting row of businesses there. Gathering Wild. Huh. Johnny, are you going to stream in other cities like Brampton? I will from time to time. I streamed in Brampton a few years back. Just downtown Brampton. I don't really like the suburbs outside of the downtown areas. I've streamed in Mississauga last year. There's Summerhill Market. A really nice, really well-stocked store. It's small, but they have just about everything you would ever need. But there's always a catch, and this place is not that inexpensive. One of my friends shops there regularly for most of their groceries. Must be nice. Paul Blunt, $6.99. First thing I do when I wake up is the number one, and then I weigh myself. Well, thanks for putting the intro, or part of the intro to my last video to some tunes, Paul Blunt. Thanks for the $6.99. Yeah, if you're gonna weigh yourself, you want to do it consistently. And the best way to do that is wake up in the morning before you've consumed anything, get rid of your fluids and hop on the scale. Otherwise, you'll be like, why the heck did I gain 5 pounds in a day? It's because you didn't weigh yourself at the same time, dummy. Speaking of dummy, I was standing there waiting for a light that doesn't even exist. That person crossing looked at me like I'm an idiot. Hey, it's the Alien Art Market. Chris, the Pepsi driver, $10. All the best in 2025, Johnny. Been a fan since my vids with No Johnny days when I didn't talk. Great to see your channel grow a lot from those days. GG's. Chris, the Pepsi driver, thank you so much for all the years of support, and Happy New Year to you. You'll be pleased to know that various sugar-free Pepsi products are my go-to beverages of choice when I'm not having water in the fridge.
I'm a fisher.
That sugar-free cherry Pepsi needs to be easier to find and more in stock everywhere. Boxing Week, half price, entire store. Lisa has a sugar-free Dr. Pepper in the fridge. Back in the days when all Diet Pop tasted nasty, before they got artificial sweeteners to go better in pop, Diet Dr. Pepper was the best of all the diets, in my opinion. It was the only one that tasted like what it was supposed to and didn't have a nasty aftertaste. Tiana says, Happy New Year, Johnny. Happy New Year, Tiana. as we go south down Bathurst. And it is 4:36 and there's still a bit of a blue sky. The days are getting lighter and lighter. I should do a blindfolded video. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Just Smitty says Pepsi Max was good too. They made a roller coaster in the UK, I think at Blackpool Beach, that was called Pepsi Max, the big one. This is Barton Avenue. I don't know how long we're going to be live for today, but I wanted to get out and do something. And I want to thank everyone who sent support on New Year's Eve. That was kind of a ridiculous amount of super chats. And fortunately, the stream held up. We got like 97% of the fireworks in. I think the fact that it was rainy and it wasn't as busy as the past few years really helped out those trying to stream it. Am I gonna move it to Bangkok? Never say never, but not anytime soon. I mean, if someone super chatted me $5 million, I'd buy a condo there, sure. Oh, look at that. Nice artwork. John O'Meara, $20 for your 2025 resolutions, Johnny. Thank you so much, John O'Meara. We just crossed the street here. Get run over by that Hyundai Elantra. But thank you, John. Happy New Year to you as well. What are my New Year's resolutions? Maybe to keep working out. Keep eating better, although I got one comment today on my video from someone saying, do you really care about yourself? Do you look at the ingredients of what you're eating? And all I could do was scratch my head and be like, what? What did I eat in that video that was unhealthy? I had frozen fruit, that's perfectly fine. I had a protein shake, like it's only the most studied supplement in the entire world. I don't know, what did I eat that was unhealthy? Beats me. Lisa's doing dry January. Those scrambled eggs looked healthy. Literally just eggs and milk. Lisa says it's no one's business what you eat. That's true, but when you make a video of you eating, you're kind of opening yourself up to people's comments. But normally I would agree, I don't judge people. based on what they eat. Judge yourself, don't judge others. We're all in control of our own destiny. Chris, the Pepsi driver, $20. I know Grant, the receiver at Loblaws at Eglinton Egg near Lillian Street. He will hook you up with Cherry Zero. No doubt about it. Loblaws near Lillian Street. Is that the one at near Young and Egg? Well, thank you so much, Chris, the Pepsi driver. Hey, if they've got it on the shelves, I'm a bit of an anti-Loblaws shopper, but I can make exceptions. I think the best way to go about that is go there when you absolutely need or want something you can't get anywhere else, but don't buy anything else from them. Maybe I just lost my Pepsi Zero connection with that comment, but thank you so much, Chris, the Pepsi driver. That is Koreatown over there, but I think we're going to go through the Annex. Fun fact, that used to be a cafe called the Green Beanery that was run by some climate change deniers. I was in there once with someone having a coffee, and the girl next to us started freaking out because someone stole her backpack that had her laptop in it and a whole bunch of valuables and school books. Some dude just came in off the street. Must have saw that she was distracted and popped out with her backpack. That type of shit will happen. I felt bad because I was sitting there. Normally I'm pretty observant. And we'll keep an eye on stuff for people when I see they get up and leave it at their table, just to make sure no one tries to steal it. So I was kind of disappointed in myself for missing that, but obviously the thief was probably a bit of a pro and knew what they were doing. I later sort of had that daydream fantasy of chasing after him, giving him a knuckle sandwich and giving the girl back her bag. But that's the first thing that amazed me when I moved to Korea, is you'd go into a busy cafe and people would literally like reserve their seat with their phone. They would put like their phone or their purse or some valuable belonging on the table. Then they'd get up and go order with all of that stuff out of sight. Like, it's just unthinkable to touch something that doesn't belong to you in that country. I never did it. I could never just, leave my $800 smartphone on the table and walk over and pick up my order, but it was very common over there. People would do that and go to the bathroom. They'd just leave their MacBook or whatever at their table, get up, go use the facility, come back. Heinzel says the selection of stores here is 100. It's a great neighborhood. There's the Crafty Coyote. Maybe I should be showing more in the neighborhood instead of talking about people stealing stuff. There's the Victory Cafe that used to be over in Mervish Village when it was more of a pub. Now it's kind of a pizza restaurant. A solid one at that. It says Pub and Company. Don't kid yourself, Victory Cafe. You are a pizza restaurant now. Hey, this guy, the owner of the store, was in my video on the bike lanes coming out. The Bloor Annex BIA is definitely opposed to removing them. Lisa, would you know that, or did you know Crafty Coyote and the Victory Cafe are owned by the same people? You like one but not the other? There's Al Furniture. Hey, we've got some live music coming up. Don't copyright my stream, man. Good tunes. He's got some backup audio playing, so that might end up getting this copyrighted actually. So I've just got to keep talking through it. There's Value Village in what used to be the Brunswick House, a local institution. Yeah, mods, you can just ban that idiot. I don't even know what they're talking about. Hey, there's some AI artwork. So this was where it replaced a public mural that, well, visible to the public mural that was well liked. And a lot of people have commented that it appears to be AI generated. Doesn't really say anything about either culture, ours or the one it's representing. It's just kind of a colorful mural. Ronald Colbert, $5. Cheers, Johnny. Have a great new year. Thank you, Ronald. Cheers to you. Happy New Year to you as well. And Wheatland, $10. Wheatland, thank you so much. Holy cow, you guys are awesome. Jeanette, when it rains, it pours. $40 for a couple of January 2025 snackies. Jeanette, you just purchased my dinner after the stream. Thank you so much. I think I like the colors, but the art itself, not really. Huh? I'm just live streaming. Yeah, I'm looking at the art. That guy asked me if I was good. Hire artists. AI is the something be better. Hey, maybe they have good food. You know, this location, Blanco Catina, the fiesta begins January 13th, has been kind of cursed. There's also a similar spot down on Queen Street West. Lisa says they're sensitive about it. Well, let's hope that the food speaks for itself and brings them some success. I have never had someone run out of business like that before. Am I good? Why wouldn't I be good? I'm literally looking at a giant piece of art. Are people not supposed to stop and look at it? Oh well. Maybe I misinterpreted that and his intentions were cool. Hey, art aside, I'm gonna try it out and see if the food is good. We always use some good old tacos that stand out. That's one thing Toronto doesn't do that well. We have so many amazing cuisines from all over the world, but I think any typical American city will put us to shame in the Mexican food department. RMX of Nothing said probably thought I was going to face it. Janice says people paranoid about cameras. I don't even know. It's not even that obvious that I'm holding a camera with this thing. Maybe they've got so much negative publicity over that mural. If I want good Mexican, go to Bloor and Lansdowne. All right, this is Spadina. I used to really like Taco El Asador in Koreatown behind me. I haven't been there in a long time. I haven't been there since they moved to a new location. Right across the street. Headless Chicken is here. If you're just tuning in, we started up near St. Clair West Station. Where I had incorrectly configured my wireless audio gear. And I had to adjust the bit rate of the camera I'm streaming with, but I think we got it working. For maximum quality, if your display allows for it, you can bump the quality up to 1440p. I will be doing some 4K live streams, but I'll have to use the iPhone to do them. I won't be able to do them with this camera. This camera wouldn't be capable of it anyways if it chokes on itself at the bitrate I was using. That's enough tech talk. That tall building straight ahead is 1 Bloor West. I was watching, whoa, what is this person doing? Someone who's a little eccentric walking our way, doing a little Michael Jackson dancing. I decided not to keep the camera on them. You never know, someone like that. Sure, they're drawing attention to themselves and asking for it, but they're also probably more likely to snap at you than the average person. So we'll just keep on going our merry way. Remember back when drivers used to wave at you for slowing down to let them turn in front of you? Camp says, can I moonwalk? I don't know, and I don't care to find out. Maybe in socks on really slick tiles I could. There's the Bata Shoe Museum. I went there as part of Doors Open and did a video through there. 274 says, happy or crazy, you decide. Why can't it be both? It certainly looks happy. At the end of the day, isn't that what we all want? Of course, the Pepsi driver says a lot of interesting people in Toronto these days. Here and most other big cities.
Oh, okay, right.
This is St. George. Davy Bear, $1. Thank you, Davy Bear. Thank you very much, Davy Bear, for the support. Oh, I'm realizing the tail end of my first walk of 2025 covered this stretch from St. George. What's across the street here? Can at least take it on the south side. This is Toronto's first ever Dutch-style intersection. Built this way as a cyclist was killed by a cement truck driver. A grandmother who had recently moved to Toronto was turning right, I believe, from St. George onto Bloor when a truck that was being operated negligently killed her, and it took the city some time to redesign it, but they implemented this safe intersection. And several years ago, the people of Ontario got together and elected a fucking idiot who wants to rip this all out now. Jellybean says the moonwalk is sexy. Hey, there's a car. Maybe stop before the line the first time. They just nearly backed into that Mercedes. I don't blame the Mercedes for honking. It's all the more reason to have a dash cam. It might look like you rear-ended them if they reversed into you. Espresso. So we're walking along the north end of the University of Toronto St. George campus. Varsity Stadium on the right. Africa Tech. ZAR 39.99. Greetings, Jess, from a fellow YouTuber in South Africa. Africa Tech, thank you so much for I don't know the name of the currency, but for the super chat, I'll have to give your channel a look. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you as well. You can access St. George Station just to the north of here. I ended that New Year's Eve video in Yorkville Village. I went into a bar and I used their facility. I really had to go all night. Davy Bear, welcome to Silver Tier. Davy Bear, thank you so much for joining the ranks of channel membership. Welcome to Silver Tier, Davy Bear. As we walk past the Royal Music Conservatory. Rubicon says this is a very beautiful part of the city. It's quite nice. A really nice walk to make in this area is just on the right here through Philosopher's Walk. Just head through here. It's a very pleasant stroll. You've got the CN Tower off in the distance. Yeah, there's someone with an Insta 360. SD699, Happy New Year. Thank you for all the streams. SD, thank you so much for the 699. Happy New Year to you as well. And you're very welcome for the streams, but I should be the one thanking you for watching. Wasn't for all the people out there in viewerland. These would be lonely streams. Bucky Smith loved walking through Philosopher's Walk back in the day. I guess technically this is my second live stream of the new year. So look south down Queen's Park. We're gonna look north up Avenue Road. Headless Chicken says I'm going to show up on someone's 360 walk. Probably. I don't know, I think those 360 cameras are neat, but they're a bit more gimmicky than anything. I've never found myself wanting to pan around a walk as I watch it. I guess for VR maybe. You turn your head, look left. Nation says big ups. I was hoping Travel Fund 69 would go live on New Year's. Sarah Tan Art says, the church on Avenue Road is one of the oldest in the city, the Church of the Redeemer. Sadly featuring a ghost bike in front of it. And there's a few more right around the corner from here. It has been a very deadly intersection for cyclists. And none of them are what you would call accidents. I think vehicular manslaughter is more appropriate in those particular cases. Louis Vuitton, Tiffany. You can tell what part of the city we're in. Remember, not too long ago, sunset was at 4:30. It is 5:08, and it's still not completely dark. Gaby says, excellent Korean bakery coming up on the right side. Well, you're not talking about Perry Baguette, another Korean bakery, over on the left side. I used to live off of that place my first year in Seoul. I did a video when I was in Seoul a few years ago where I walked by the very bakery I used to go to all the time. Nomo's 1967 HUF 2490. I'm not sure what currency that is. But Nomo's 1967, Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for the super chat and the support. Lisa says Paris spaghetti is gross. I haven't been to that particular one. Gina, I'm probably going to mispronounce your last name. Gina Valet. Happy New Year from Montreal. Gina, 2025. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well over in Montreal. You've got a beautiful city on your hands over there. I've been there a few times recording on this channel, including once in the dead of winter where I made a mistake of not bringing boots. There's a nice video of me falling on my ass on a frozen sidewalk. That's interesting. Get your stools right here. Bay Street. I never knew those benches were heated to begin with. Maybe someone in the chat can answer that for you. Ely, just on the right. There's Holt Renfrew, a higher-end Canadian department store. Daniel says your favorite time for a walk. That twilight glow is quite nice, isn't it? It's one of the nice things about winter. It was on a weekday. I can make a video at twilight when there's still a lot of people out in a lot of places, because it comes so early. There's Arc'teryx. I don't shop at Aritzia. I don't even know what the hell it is, but I appreciate their storefronts. If you're ever in like a shopping mall or anywhere, they clearly put a lot of effort into them. That used to be an H&M. Now it's a giant fabric land. Alright, I was thinking maybe I would go to Yonge and Bloor and Yonge, but it's a little bit early to end the stream. And I'm also thinking I don't want to do Yonge Street. There'll be so much of Yonge Street coming up throughout the rest of the year. So let's just stay the course here and we'll go one stop over to Sherbourne. A big super chat came in. Jeanette Lowe, 100 Hong Kong dollars. Happy New Year, Johnny. Thank you for your narrated walks around Toronto. You look forward to taking me out for a meal in Hong Kong. I have not been to Hong Kong in quite a while, but I'd love to go back. Thank you, Jeanette Lowe, for the super chat and the support. And I might take you up on that meal. Thank you so much. Jeanette Morales, you're on notice. You've got competition from a fellow Jeanette. As we look west towards where the sun is setting. I was last in Hong Kong, I think, in 2015. I was coming back from a trip to Cambodia and Thailand with my friend Dahan. who some of you have seen on the channel before. And we gave ourselves a layover, an extended layover in Hong Kong. And my cab's got a hell of a workout roaming that city. Sean Murphy says I look like 80s new wave singer Pete Shelley. I don't know about that. I probably look like someone who's very hungry. I've barely eaten today. Flora Wang says good evening. Good evening to you. There's the W Toronto. There's a Sunset Grill across the street, a decent breakfast place. I used to go to one in Port Credit. Those people know what's up. Chipotle. How about doing that on the sidewalk, asshole? Or in the bike lanes, not on the sidewalk. This is Church Street coming up. There's a nice bright leash. That's a smart idea. People seem to be a bit smarter about lighting up their dogs when they take them for walks at night. I see a lot of collars that are lit up, leashes like that one. I even saw one dog that had like booties on that had LED lights on them. As we wait for the light to change. So we're going to be just heading over to Sherbourne Station. I'm not sure when the next live stream will be after this one. Probably tomorrow or Saturday. Chris says some dogs are bred built-in LEDs. That's the Manulife building across the street. Stephen Edwards says CEOs made more in 2 days than the average wage maker will make all year. Well, congrats to you CEOs. You can put your feet up. Job well done. You've already out-earned the rest of us for the year. I was reading a very unfortunate story about how the paramedics are being forced to work a bunch of overtime and not being fairly compensated. They're also not getting the kind of increases that the police department have been getting in the city. It seems kind of silly that we underpay our doctors, nurses, and paramedics so criminally. Yet some CEO has already out-earned most of them. All right, so we're a few blocks from Sherbourne Street. Cute dog with his head out. Lisa says, and overpay the fuck out of people that play sports. Well, that's different. They're really in the same category as entertainers. They get that pay because that's kind of their share. They draw in the TV audience, all the people buying tickets to go see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still absurd the amount of people, or the amount of money people get for sports, but if it wasn't in the athletes' pockets, their owners would be making even more. There's Rogers. Sean Murphy says CEO are billion-dollar companies. Maybe, but those paramedics and doctors only went to school for years and years and years and spent tons of money to get a job where they're ultimately the very people who keep all of us going in society, and they're thanked for it how? Being treated by crap? Or like crap by the system. I don't know. If society ever fell apart, I think those paramedics would be some of the most valuable people we would have. As we get close to Sherbourne. Well, they are some of the most valuable people we have, period, now. Anyways. Sniffles are starting to get the better of me, so it's good that I'm heading in soon. We are on the east side of downtown. There's a Purolator truck. Americans might not recognize it, but that's kind of like a Canadian FedEx or DHL. we are at Bloor and Sherbourne. And I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. 683 people. That's a healthy amount of viewers for a Thursday night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. Huge, huge thanks to our mods, channel members, Patreon supporters, and all that good stuff. I hope you all are having an excellent start to 2025. This stream got off to a bit of a rocky start, but I was able to get it sorted out. There's some people funneling off of the Sherbourne buses. All right, let's head over to the Glen Road entrance. I may have prematurely started to wrap up the stream, but we'll be going for a little bit longer. Or not. It looks like the sidewalk is closed up ahead. I don't know if we'll be able to enter the Glen Road entrance, because they're replacing the pedestrian bridge. So we're just gonna wrap it up here. But huge thanks to everyone. I hope you're all having a great 2025. Again, I don't know when I'll go live next. Not sure if it'll be tomorrow or Saturday, but it'll be one of those days. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for everyone's support, and thank you for dinner, Jeanette. Both Jeanettes, one in Hong Kong, one in Texas. Thank you so much, guys. Time to cue the outro. Hopefully there'll be a video if I can get this edited in time. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST on the channel as well, so feel free to jump in and say hi in the chat. All right, have a good night, guys. Yoink.